Have you ever been in a situation where everybody remembers the exact same event very differently? So in The Art of Memoir by Mary Karr, she talks about how a conflict was staged in front of a group of really smart grad students, and they all recollected different dialogue, different timing, what exactly happened. And so this is a lesson that when we tell our stories, whether it's casually or in a memoir, that misremembering is just part of being human. And so to share a memoir or a story ethically, Karr explains how first we must respect the truth of the experience. You do this by not manufacturing details to shape your image, and if a memory feels uncertain, you either leave it out or acknowledge that it's not super clear. And also do not exaggerate trauma or drama, because bigger suffering doesn't necessarily make for a better memoir. The most powerful moments are usually often very small. Second key is to focus on what actually brings a story to life. So prioritize your own emotional truth and also like your sensory details at the time. You don't have to include every single detail to convey what something actually felt like for you. And also for the second key, don't omit key scenes that shaped the experience, and also communicate what your internal conflict and dialogue was at the time. Final key is to let yourself be human on the page. So you do this by maintaining a strong narrative voice and by showing the beautiful parts of you, but also the messy parts, the parts that where maybe you were complex, maybe you had weakness, maybe you were jealous. And don't try to present yourself as overly perfect or heroic, because readers can just smell phoniness, and it just doesn't make for a really relatable story. So despite all these considerations, the author ultimately says that if something happened to you, you have the right to share or write about it, because stories belong to the people who experienced it. And as long as you do it ethically, it can go on to powerfully shape many other people in really powerful ways. So if you are a survivor of trauma or adversity and you know that you want to write a memoir, I wouldn't only check out this book, but DM me the word memoir, and I'm going to send you an exclusive invite to an empowering community of other survivors putting their experiences into powerful memoirs.